Yo, what's up, guys? I'm gonna bring you a commentary pretty much explaining like the process I went through to become a pro. I mean, given it won't work for everyone, but I mean, it is an idea of what I did to, get to where I am today. And I don't know, I never released a commentary pretty much giving you a background on me, and I feel like, that's way overdue and I should. So I'm, bringing this comment again just to basically give you the idea of where I started, the road I took, what I did, and yeah. So it started all the way back in 09 of COD 4. I got Call of Duty 4 for Christmas. Played the game strictly. I played public matches, played for fun, just a grind. I just enjoyed the game a lot. Just always used to pub with friends, even met people online, messaged them, added people, and just pubbed around for a long time. Then I got into game battles. I got into game battles S&D only, and those were, it was a team just with a bunch of friends. It was, I can't remember all of them, but the first S&D team I had a guy on my team named Mike in Brazil, this guy named Ghoulie, who I love to death. Both those guys, still talk to him to this very day. And they actually, they were able to watch me mature and grow as a player myself for my entire COD career, which is pretty awesome. But then I ended up meeting Sharp, and me and Sharp made a team called, I want to say Sick and Twisted. I'm not sure if that was the first team, but we also had a team called Aftershock. We had so many different team names for S&D only. And Sharp was pretty much the guy, us together. We started our Call of Duty careers together, professionally and everything. And not many people know that. It was me and him who pretty much grinded. Excuse me, that was my phone. We pretty much grinded game battles S&D only together for that game. And then we were a dominant S&D team. We would go undefeated on the ladder constantly, just doing what we do. Two other people on our roster was Modi. We also had Sharp's brother on the roster, Quickfire. We played with this guy named Gumper. So many different players that you guys probably don't even know of. We just played S&D all together. It was cool. It was fun. It's what we did. Other than that, we played it. Then, we met a team. We played one day in S&D, and then we found out about these PCLs, these Pro Circuit ladders. They were online qualifiers for, what most of you know of as the COD 409 Nationals Anaheim that IXI won. So, I got into that. I was like, dude, what is this, Sharp? And we got to talking about it for a while. And we're like, we tried to find a team. We tried to scrim. We were like, let's find more about this. Let's find the rules. Let's see what people are doing. How do we play this? So, we joined the ladder, and the first team I think I had for that was me, Sharp, this guy named Execution, and I can't remember the fourth. It won't come to mind. I want to say Gumper, but I don't think it was Gumper. Our first few games of playing competitive were pretty bad. I mean, we were doing good against other amateur teams, but then we played Beer for the first time, and we were noobs. We were clueless as to how the game was played competitively. So we ended up playing, against Fear and Envyus, and those teams, it was like Moho, Assassin, Choppy, and Pac-Man, and man, when we came across them, they absolutely destroyed us, and we're like, all right, what were we doing wrong, guys? I mean, I felt like they just had us in the corner the entire game. We talked about it, and we just were like, I don't know, we watched, we couldn't watch gameplays back in the day. There was no theater, so we pretty much just had to figure it out for ourselves. So, eventually, we just started scrimming a lot more rather than playing the online ladder itself, because it's pointless to play the ladder when we don't even know how these gameplays work. And back in that ladder, after playing customs and scrimming and playing 8s and just constantly wanting to know more and wanting to get better, that's pretty much all we did. We just grinded and grinded and grinded. So then we started understanding the game a little bit. I mean, Dom game was our worst game type ever when we first decided to play competitive Call of Duty. We were terrible at it. We didn't understand spawns. We didn't understand where to set up, where to push. We won most of our online ladders in that time by playing S&D and Sabotage. S&D, we rarely lost to any pro team. We were those, what people call today GB S&D All-Stars. It really was what it is. That's what we did and what we played the most. And it just goes to show, playing a game type or practicing a game type for for a good amount of time just makes you really good at it. You know, it just comes with playing. I know a lot of you always ask me like, well, what do you do? Like, did you get pro? Like, what do I do to become pro? And this is what I'm telling you. This is how I did it. So then, you know, we practiced a lot harder. We ended up, you know, forming a new roster as a team. I played on a team named Genesis, which was me, this guy named RoboProoF, this guy named Moose that I don't think any of you really know. And Moose was the man. I love playing with him. And Clayster. We ended up playing that ladder, and then that's when I started to see results. We were beating pro teams. We were playing really good. We ended up going like 22 and like 3 on the online circuit ladder, so it was looking good. We finally understood it, but then we ended up getting banned on the GB ladder because Prof and Clayster were originally already banned on GB for doing something. I don't know. Back in the day, people always got banned on GB for doing something they weren't supposed to be doing. You know, we tried to be slick and just have them play on like random accounts just so we could play as a team because their real accounts were banned. We were doing so good. Eventually, someone, you know, ratted us out and told that we were, you know, using second accounts. Not me, but Clayster and Prof because they were banned. So I mean, we ended up getting locked for that ladder and couldn't participate in it. But we were first place on the ladder. We were doing work. We were playing so well together. Then I formed a team called Vexed, and that team consisted of me, Sharp, Gumper, and Modi. We were dominating everyone. We were playing everyone. We were demolishing teams in scrims. And then, you know, eventually I got an offer to join Envyus. And that was after just, like, proving myself to these pro teams that, you know, I got game. You know, I can play. I'm good. I'm motivated. I want to constantly get better. But my team was actually, you know, I think my team we were doing a lot better. You know, we were beating Envyus, but it was just like this opportunity just to be a part of a brand, you know, be a part of Envyus, you know, a pro team that a lot of people respected and knew that really good. And I started scrimming with them in private matches and playing with them. And, you know, they just really liked me, and they told me, you know, listen, man, we want to pick you up. Like, we got a roster spot open, and think you would be the best fit. And that was my first ever professional team. It consisted of me, Foreplay, Stainville, and Sid Rock. In that time, he had the troll account called Paradox, had the whole community wondering, who's Paradox? And, you know, it was pretty fun. You know, COD 4, I really enjoyed playing that game, and I miss those days. But, yeah, I mean, that's the road I took, guys. You know, whether you can take the same road or we'll take advice from this and, you know, try to do it the way I did it, or even, you know, if you are a pro gamer and you want to, you know, shed light on how you became pro, that's really cool. I think we should interact more and, you know, give advice. So I hope you enjoyed this com. This is something different, guys. And this is Proof. I'm out. Peace.